Welcome to Screw the Commute, the entrepreneurial podcast dedicated to getting you out of the car and into the money with your host, lifelong entrepreneur and multimillionaire, Tom Antion.
Hey everybody, it's Tom here with episode 899. Think about that, 899, almost 900. Anyway, this episode's how to force people to open your emails. I'm not talking about physical force, shoving their head into their own keyboard and making them do it, but they're going to make themselves do it if you use the technique I tell you about in this episode. All right, hope you didn't miss episode 898. That was a whole bunch of office hacks. I've been doing some of them for many years just to increase my productivity, and some of them are fairly new. So that's episode 898. To get to a back episode, you go to screwthecommute.com/ and then the episode number. That was 898. Make sure you grab a copy of our automation ebook at screwthecommute.com/automate free. Again, you'll learn how to save tons of time to either get the same amount of work done way faster or get way more work done in the same amount of time. Either way you look at it, it's good for you. Okay, so grab your copy at screwthecommute.com/automate free and check out my mentor program at greatinternetmarketingtraining.com. All right, we're going to tell you how to force people. And actually, they're going to force themselves if you use this technique. And I got to tell you, you are surrounded by this technique every day of your life. If you turn on your computer, if you open your cell phone, you are bombarded with this technique. And why? Well, because it works. It's so darn powerful. It's called the Zeigarnik technique. Bluma Zeigarnik was a Russian psychiatrist and psychologist who discovered the principle of the human mind, that the human mind cannot stand unfulfilled curiosity. I want you to really pay attention to the emails you get nowadays. And when you click over to a website and they have all these titles, some people would call them clickbait. And if they don't take you where they promised, then that is clickbait. That's not what I'm telling you to do here. I'm telling you to use this technique to get people to open your emails. Now, why is that so important? Well, if you do any type of email marketing, which I might add is where the money is, the only people that dispute this are the people that sell social media training, all right? All the players at my level and above use email, all right, to make a fortune. So the thing is you got to get people to open it. And if they don't open it, which is the subject line of your email, then nothing you do afterwards matters. You could have the best product in the world, you could have the best sales letter on earth, but if they don't open that email, they never get into your process. So the first place we use it is in subject lines for email marketing. This is what I'm trying to tell you is how to force people to open your emails. But you're basically getting them to force themselves using curiosity. Bluma figured this out, and I'll tell you what, every marketer on earth uses it to their benefit, good marketers anyway. So let me give you some examples. Now, the biggest one, I think, open rate I ever had when I was checking and writing them down all the time back in the early days. Sometimes I don't do it nowadays because, I kind of know what's going on. But the subject line was, boy, did I get in trouble, ... And see, the thing is, people kind of think they know you after they get your email for a while. And many of you listening to this have been on my email list for 20 years. Okay, so they kind of feel like they know you. So what that did was evoke curiosity in the reader as like, what did Tom do now? I'm known to be a little brash, crazy, funny at times, and dead serious at other times. And so I keep people on their toes of what they're going to get out of me. All right. Yeah, I'm consistent. I always treat people right, and I show up and I do what I say I'm going to do. But they don't know what I might do that would get me in big trouble. So they had to open it. I can't even remember what the inside was. All right, but boy, did I get in trouble. Another one that was extremely big was I slept on the couch this Valentine's Day. I do remember this one because, but again, people were thinking, oh my God, what did Tom do wrong now? And he had to sleep on the couch for Valentine's Day. Well, I'm known as a cut up. I used to have a practical joke company. We did 4,000 custom designed practical jokes like Candid Camera. I mean, so I'm prone to do these kinds of things. All right. So I was at Home Depot and I saw this enormous, I'm talking enormous, giant, humongous dustpan. Yeah, right. That contractors use to sweep up after they did a job, right? So I gave it to my girlfriend for Valentine's Day and said, "This will help you clean the house better." So that was the story. Now when you do create this curiosity in the subject line, you must fulfill it, or nobody will trust you anymore. I get that all the time. There's some newsletters, they give me a thing, I open it because of curiosity, and then they don't fulfill it. That's clickbait. All right. So the problem is that's very short-lived. I unsubscribe from them because they're not trustworthy. See, so you have to fulfill what you promised or fulfill that curiosity eventually, or nobody's going to trust you. Okay. Now, another one, I just wrote down some of these, but it can be for any topic on earth. Here's one. The only thing you need to know about back pain. Well, if somebody has back pain, they're fanatically looking for stuff. I know. I was down for about 4 months this past year with a real bad back injury. And I've had it chronically from a football injury for like 50 years. All right. So I'm going to open something like that. So that's what you got to think for your products. How can you structure it so that it creates the curiosity for people and they will open it? Now, one step further, although that's not what this is about, it's about how to get them to open it. But inside the email, you can use the Zeigarnik technique to get them to click through to your website. See, so it increases open rates, and it can also be used inside the website, the email, to get them to click through to your website, which is where you want them. You want time on site. You want more visits to your website. On your website, you can show them more stuff that you do. You can send them to a long sales letter, to a video sales letter, all kinds of stuff. See, so you can use the Zeigarnik technique in that way too, as long as you fulfill the curiosity. So I think I saw one, I see it every year, stop fleas and ticks from getting on your dog. All right. They have to know I'm a dog lover. And so, okay, well, I want to know about that. So I open it and I say, hey, there's been a great new discovery and a new thing for keeping fleas and ticks off of dogs. You only have to do it once a month, and you don't have to put stuff under their coat and squeeze bottles of stuff and have them lick it off, and, they give you all the bad stuff. So click here to check it out. And so I'm going to click there and check it out over on the website to get the full story of what this is and how I can buy it and all this, and see the testimonials and all those things. So Zeigarnik technique's one of the most powerful things you could ever add to your marketing mix. All right, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And make sure you check out my mentor program at greatinternetmarketingtraining.com, and I will catch you on episode, guess what, 900. See you later.